and this is a table spread tutorial. The table spread, guys, is a very useful tutorial that can be used in many different ways. You can show the entire deck to an audience member. You can add a little bit of flair to your performance, guys. You can reveal specific cards, or you can even draw shapes and figures using the table spread. And today I'm going to show you how to pull them all off. Now, the first one is going to be basic horizontal spread, and this is how you do it. You're going to start off by grabbing the deck with your third finger and your thumb, like this. Okay? Now, you're going to leave plenty of space in the middle because your index finger is going to sit right here and act as your pressure gauge. So, you're going to start by placing the deck on the mat or on the table, and with this finger you're going to press and you're going to pull and slide across like that. Okay, horizontally, just like so. Now, for beginners, I'd recommend you start using your fourth and your thumb, and you've got two fingers to gauge the pressure. This makes it a whole lot easier to spread the deck like so. You're going to aim for a nice straight spread, guys. Taking your time, go slow and spread them over. You want to have even intervals. See how these ones aren't even, guys. You've got big gaps here, little and almost no gaps here, guys. You want to keep it as uniform as possible. Okay? Try and make it easy for yourself, because later you're going to be flipping them over. Now, next, once you've got them in a good position, guys, here's what you want to do. You're going to place one finger underneath the last card on this side. You're going to flip it over and push, and that's going to just send them all turning over like a domino effect. Right, guys, so once you can spread them out, start with a short distance like this, lift, push. Okay, you can also carry it through and keep your finger going, but it doesn't need it, guys. You just need one push, and there you go. Now, a couple of little tips. Start small and gentle. If you push it too hard, cards are going to go flying out, and you're going to make a big mess. Now, if you don't have your intervals right, and you have a couple cards sticking out like that, look what's going to happen. Cards are going to separate when you flip it over. Or even worse, if you have some really ugly messes, you're going to have some cards ending up like this, guys, face down and face up. Big mess, and it's kind of a bummer if you're performing in front of other people, guys, so make sure you practice it. Little distances, enough. Once you've got it flipped over, with your other hand, flip it back over. Time to play some tennis, guys. Spread and serve. Back and forth. Back, forth. Bringing it in each time if you want, and then regroup. Start it again. Spread out. Play some tennis. Over. See which hand can keep it going the longest before that happens. Okay? This is why your intervals between each card, that's why they're so important, guys. Yeah? Right now, I've got a gap. See that? The gap happened in the middle. So I need to watch my spread in the middle. Take it again. Take your time, and over we go. Now these cards were a problem, but now they're back in. So take your time with it, guys. The better you are, the more distance you can get. But make sure that it's nice and neat, like that. Okay? And that is your horizontal spread. Next, we're going to do a vertical spread. Now this can be used to reveal a specific card, guys. If you bring it down and flip two cards over, you can use that in many different tricks or as a way of selecting two different cards. Here's how you do it. Either you or the spectator cuts the deck in half. You take both cards in the thumb and third finger position like we did this time, and we're going to put it just like that, and then you're going to pull down with your third fingers like that. Pull them down, okay? But you also have your thumb to control. One more time. Thumb and third finger, put them like this, and we're going to go down vertically, pulling down like so. Now you can use most of your palm and the rest of your fingers to help you out, guys, like this, to start off with. Yeah, that's really easy. But if not, just start like that. And you can reveal two cards, for example, just like that, guys. Okay? Pretty simple one. I wouldn't recommend that you flip cards over like that because it's going to be very tall, very messy, and it's easy for them to catch out. So just use that one to kind of show off, or to give the spectator a view of the cards or a choice, which part would they like to choose. Next one, guys, is a diagonal spread. This one is really nice because it adds a little bit of flair to your performance. When you flip this one over, you get a nice curve, guys, and look at that. Isn't that a nice effect? I personally prefer this than the basic horizontal spread because it gives me more of a three-dimensional effect. So, same thing. Thumb and third, Index finger is gauging the pressure, but this time go diagonally like that. And so when you flip it over, go from the bottom corner, over you go, catch it over here. Then flip it back over. This one isn't as strong as the other guys, but it looks much better, and I really recommend you practice it, guys. Spread, over and back, just like that. Finally, you've got your shapes with an arc spread, for example, guys. Now, arc spread is really cool because it gives your spectators more of a choice. It's kind of three-dimensional. Instead of just one line, you've got a nice arc, and they can choose whatever they'd like. You can also use this to flip cards over, as you can see, but it's not as easy, and it's easier for the cards to kind of break in the middle, and you get kind of a mess, guys. So really take your time, practice it, and I recommend you use this just to either give the spectators an option or to show the deck, guys. Don't use it to flip them over. Now, make sure that you get a nice round arc. You don't want to have it too wide or too high. Take your time, practice. Start in this position, like that. Bring the cards around, and you're going to end up in that position like this, guys. Around, down. And then you can also use it to control a card. Let's say you have a card face up in the middle, like the 9 of diamonds. I can now control the card to be near the top portion of the arc. I can also control it to be near my right hand side of the arc, like that. See, it's over here. If you want it to be more near the middle, spread less cards and boom, look, now it's on the left side. It just depends how many cards you spread out, but be even about it and practice it, guys. You can also use this to draw shapes. For example, in one of my illusions, Houdini's prison, which by the way, guys, if you haven't checked out, it's right here. I use it to box in and kind of draw a jail. See, you've got a basic box, a jail, or a square there, guys. You can use it to surround a card. Okay? Storytelling. Just because you can do a trick or two doesn't mean it can't be entertaining, guys. Tell a story. Spread it out. Draw a shape with it, guys. If you want to surround this card, draw some attention. How about we draw a triangle? Bring it over. Bring it across. Just leave it open. Close it up. Why don't you draw a love heart? Try drawing a circle, guys. Experiment. Give it a go. Bring it around. Okay? Doesn't have to be 100%, as long as you bring attention to something. Play with it, guys. See what variations you come up with. And that's pretty much it. Your table spread control, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you next time.